Hey 207, I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm back to read another chapter of The Littles. We're now on chapter 8, so we're coming close to the end of our book. In our last chapter, quite a bit happened. We had our Littles family. They're having a bit of a problem right now. They live in the Biggs house, but right now the Biggs are renting out their house to the Newcombs. But the Newcombs are really messy and they left their food out, so now they have mice. And the mice like to attack the Littles. So they came up with a plan, and Tom dressed up to look like a mouse so that the Newcombs would see the mouse and try and set traps to get rid of the real mice. And so we're going to read chapter 8 to see if their plan worked. I asked you to make a prediction. Do you guys think that their plan was going to work? Yes or no? Let's see. All right, chapter 8. The Littles were very pleased with the success of Tom's plan. Mr. Little couldn't get over it. "I wish you could have seen Tom," he said. Zip, he went right across the floor. "It's a mouse," yelled Mrs. Newcomb. Oh my, it was something to see. "He's a little all right," said Uncle Pete. "He has that little bravery." "I only had a little bravery is right, Uncle Pete," said Tom. "I was kind of scared." All the Littles laughed, except Uncle Pete. "Tom Little, you ripped this mouse costume," said Granny Little. She was looking at it under a light. "I'm sorry, Granny," said Tom. "I was going so fast I couldn't stop when I got to the other side of the room. It tore on a nail under the radiator." "I'll fix it," said Granny Little. "You can wear it next Halloween." "I hate mice," said Lucy. "Don't wear that thing ever again, please." "Granny, you did a wonderful job on the costume," said Mr. Little. "But, well, no one really likes it. Do you know what I mean?" "No sense in wasting all that good work," said Granny Little. She started sewing. "We may need it again." "I'm not leaving my room until the mice are gone," said Lucy. "They'll be gone in a few days," said Mr. Little. "You'll see. Everything is going to be all right now." "I say, we should give Newcomb a helping hand," said Uncle Pete. He picked up his sword made from one of Mrs. Biggs' needles. "On guard!" Uncle Pete limped forward, waving the sword and stabbing the air. "Take that and that!" There he is. "Oh, goodness, Uncle Pete, put that thing down," said Mrs. Little. "I hate to see those weapons around." She turned to her husband. "When can we put them back in the chest?" "As soon as the mice are gone," said Mr. Little. "I figure a few days at the most. In the meantime, I want all of you to watch out for the mouse traps. We don't want any accidents, now that our troubles are almost over." "Why don't we stay in their rooms for the next few days?" said Mrs. Little. "Then we'll be safe from the traps and the mice." Uncle Pete didn't think so. "We should know what's going on at all times," he said. "Bad business sticking your head in the sand like an ostrich." "Let's look around once a day then," said Mr. Little. "That should be enough." "I'm going down to the kitchen first thing tomorrow morning," said Uncle Pete. "I want to see those mouse traps with my own eyes." "May I go with Uncle Pete this time?" said Tom. "Lucy doesn't want to go. Do you, Lucy?" "I'm not leaving my room until the mice are gone," said Lucy for the second time. You can see how much she hates that mouse costume. All right, that's the end of chapter 8. So, what do you think? Are the Littles free and clear of their mice problem? Well, I hope you enjoyed chapter 8. As always, there will be some questions you can answer in a Kahoot quiz that's in the description. Talk to you guys later.